Alright, this is my final farewell to the RV park that I've been in for the last over a year now, year and a half. Got everything packed. I think it's packed up. I hope. I'm kind of sad to be leaving the neighborhood here because, as you can see, this is what my neighbor brought me over. Like homemade tacos, and these are so delicious, man. She just moved in, and I'm leaving. So I was only here with her for a week, but she's already cooked for me twice because I helped her with changing her propane tanks and some questions she had. So right now, I'm just enjoying this meal and watching some Nomadic Fanatic. It's pretty awesome. He just made his way to Disney World, so I know that was something he wanted to do, and he's doing it now, so that's pretty cool to watch. Me, I am moving. You probably haven't ever seen a cab over with that cleared out, you know? You didn't realize there's actual space up there, but yes, there is. Pretty much moved everything out into a storage facility, and I'll deal with it when I get back. And everything up here is the stuff that I'm going to be taking in the van, on the van trip. A few things remain here. I've got to secure the fridge. The solar panels. I have 4 solar panels on the top of the roof, but never actually secured them. So I've got my adapter set for my drill so that I can do this quickly. It's a bolt adapter for using like sockets, and I'll be able to use the drill so it'll go fast. And yeah, I'm getting there. Tomorrow is the day. My brother flies in, pick him up from the airport at 8:30 a.m. and then tomorrow, finally got this started. I'll be taking this to get an oil change and a coolant flush so that we don't have any problems on that drive up to Washington. Had a little scare there. I wasn't able to start the RV for one day. It's because of the corrosion on the battery terminals, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Clean that off with a little baking soda. Oh, alright, let's listen to Nomadic Fanatic instead of me. Later. We don't have any mishaps out here. The engine sounds like it runs rough. I'm going to take it in and get the oil changed and coolant flushed. I've got the sewer connections undone. And I've got expired tabs here, so I put this bike up here to catch people's eye, and hopefully they stare at that bike and not these expired tabs. Yo, dude. Won't turn over. Yeah, it's because it's the key needs to be jiggled in there. I'll show you. So that's empty now. Here it is, man. Gonna move this beast up to Washington. Hopefully it goes smoothly. All right, guys. Made it to one freeway exit away, and we're changing the oil and the coolant. The bad thing is that it smells like something's burning. The check engine light turned on when I was pulling in here, and she said it smells like coolant. So, and I asked them if they had one of those OBD engine code readers or whatever. So they do have one. So I might ask them to actually scan the codes. Yeah, hopefully we don't have any problems, man. It was not too bad driving over here. Drive's okay. Alright, here we go. Let's see what they say. They're changing the oil right now and the coolant. I'm inside here, just looking for anything that's fallen. I'm surprised. They actually did a pretty good job this time around in securing everything. I didn't really hear anything fall this time, so I did keep that open. I guess the can fell out, but other than that, things look pretty good. Everything's kind of staying in place. Even the fridge. Oh, even though that came off, oh, that might have fallen out later. This strap right here that came off. They told me that the brake fluid is really low, and that would explain why when I hit the brakes, it's either like on or off. Like, you know, like as soon as I tap the brakes, it's just like almost wants to skid, lock the tires. So it could be like air in the brake system. The check engine light, I mentioned that came on. They said that's probably just because it's been sitting so long. The fluids are thick. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. And we'll see how it goes after I drive, and it heats up after a while. And what's the other problem? Well, they're going to change the oil. And they have one of those scanner tools to like check the check engine lights to find out what the problem is. But that's going to cost $100, and I don't want to spend that right now. So, oh, and they said the transmission, it's like pink. The fluid is pink. The guy who owned it before me had changed that, actually replaced the transmission. I think he did a lot of towing at the time, so he had to replace the transmission. So that's good. And those are the important things to get me to Washington. So I think I can make it. We'll see. My brother already took off, so now it's just me. It's kind of cool. I'm like actually just waiting while they're servicing the vehicle right now. And I'm waiting inside my home instead of the waiting room. Awesome thing here is that we just changed the oil, and it runs so much smoother. I guess it was just the thick oil that had broken down. Another good thing here is that even if I do get stranded, I'm going to have power. I've still got my solar system set up here, my charge controller, my PureSign 1000 watt inverter, and 4 solar panels on the roof that I just secured to the roof last night. Last minute. They'd been sitting up there on the roof, just sitting there, and because I haven't moved the vehicle, and they've been fine. So anyway, they're secured now, so I can drive it. And I drove one freeway exit, and nothing fell off the top of the roof, so I think it'll make it. So anyway, that's an update. Hey guys, so everything checked out. I can't believe it. The bill was only $29. I felt bad because they had checked everything and even filled up the tires and just did all this service, and it only came to 30 bucks. I mean, I shouldn't complain, so I won't. But I did throw the guy 10 bucks. I was just really pleased, like, how he handled everything. He's very professional. Checked a lot of things for me without charging me for services that I didn't need. So, you know, I originally wanted to do the coolant, but he said, hey, you don't even need it, so don't even worry about it. So, happy. And right now I'm just getting some gas, and I'm going to hit the freeway. Let's see what the bill comes to. Okay, ouch. $99. That is the one of the bad things about having an RV. That's an expensive gas bill. I'm guessing it stopped at 99 because that's as high as the pump will fill. So the gas price out here in Redwood City in 2015 is $3.33. So that's one of the reasons it's so high. So anyway, it's just got to deal with that.